A new kind of strength begins the moment you finally see that respect is not a trophy you chase in other people's hands. It's the unyielding ground you stand on when the world tries to push you to your knees. You've felt it before, haven't you? Those days when you wake up with sunlight pouring into your bones, believing that if you just live with enough warmth, the world will reflect it back. But the world doesn't care about your optimism, not always. Sometimes it shows its teeth, reminding you that not every heart is ready to recognize the good you offer. The mocking laugh behind your back, the eyes that look through you like you're less than, the cold shoulder that cuts deeper than a blade. They pile up, turning your chest into a battlefield if you let them. And maybe you've tried to brush it off, to keep the peace by swallowing your pride. But deep down the questions bloom like thorns. What did I do wrong? Do I really deserve this? Am I not worthy of simple human respect? And those doubts wrap around your mind until your self-worth begins to suffocate under the weight of someone else's ignorance. You think you have two choices: fight back with venom or bite your tongue and pretend it doesn't hurt. One burns your energy in a rage that always leaves you emptier than before. The other locks you in a prison of polite silence that eats at your spirit in the dark. But the Stoics stand in that storm and say, there's another way. What matters is never what others hurl at you, it's what you do with the stones they throw. Imagine yourself as a river. A rock splashes in, the water trembles for a breath, then calms again. The rock belongs to the bank, but you keep flowing, nourishing life along your edges, undisturbed. Disrespect, harsh words, the cold sting of betrayal. These are the rocks. They do not define you, they are not part of you. The only thing that is truly yours to keep is the peace inside your mind, the deep well of calm that no one can touch unless you hand it over. But how many nights have you done exactly that? Offered up your peace like a sacrifice to someone who didn't even know what they were taking. You replay the insults in your head. You twist yourself into knots, wondering how to earn their approval, forgetting that respect can't be begged from someone whose heart is too small to give it. Marcus Aurelius, the man who ruled Rome with a Stoic heart, once asked himself when insulted, "Does this really harm me, or is it only proof of an untrained mind?" He brushed it off like a speck of dust on his royal cloak, because he knew what we keep forgetting. The words people spit at you are reflections of them, not you. Their arrogance, their fear, their petty power plays, they're trapped in their own prison. You can't break them free, you can only refuse to lock yourself in with them. Epictetus said it simply, "Some things are up to us, some things are not." You do not control the thoughts, words, or actions of another soul on this earth. You only control the fortress of your reaction, and if you throw open that gate every time someone rattles it, you surrender your kingdom for nothing. Some people fight fire with fire. But the Stoic puts out the flame by starving it of air, refusing to let anger claim their mind. Because once anger sits on your throne, you become the servant, not the master. That's why the wisest warriors in history were warriors of their own heart first. They knew no victory was sweeter than conquering themselves. Silence is a weapon when you wield it with intention. The world tells you that staying quiet is weak, but Socrates taught us otherwise. When someone unleashed a storm of insults at him in the street, he sat calmly until they were out of breath. Then he said, "If a donkey kicks me, must I kick it back?" Disrespect is trash. Pick it up and you dirty your hands. Toss it back and you're just throwing garbage in circles. Better to let it fall to the ground and step over it. Let people play their games. You're not in it. Let them stew in bitterness. You stay dry above their flood of noise. But don't confuse calm for compliance. Stoicism does not mean letting people trample you. It means drawing your boundaries like stone walls. If someone keeps stepping over your line, you have every right to say, "No more." Walk away when the conversation poisons you. Speak up when a line is crossed. Cut ties when someone proves they don't deserve your presence. Some will call you selfish. But Marcus Aurelius would remind you, if it doesn't bring you peace, it does not belong to you. And nothing robs your peace faster than keeping someone close who spits on your dignity. If they won't respect you, they don't deserve to stand in your sun. Yet here's the twist: the Stoic heart does not drown in bitterness. It knows that the root of disrespect often grows from fear, insecurity, envy. Seneca whispers to us, "The one who insults you is also a victim of himself." The critic tearing you down might be desperate to prop up his own fragile ego. The cold soul ignoring your kindness might be terrified of confronting his own emptiness. When you see this clearly, you feel pity instead of rage, and pity frees you in a way vengeance never will. Because once you stop nursing a grudge, you're no longer chained to that person in your mind. You rise above them light as a bird in the storm. Don't expect this calm to bloom overnight. It is a discipline, a muscle you build in quiet moments. Next time you're attacked, ask yourself, is there any truth here? If so, learn from it. If not, let it drift away like smoke in the wind. When you sense that disrespect, whisper to yourself, "This is a test. Can I stay patient and compassionate?" Every night, look back at the day. Where did you hold your ground? Where did you guard your peace? What grudge did you release like a stone sinking to the riverbed? Bit by bit, you become unshakable soft where you want to be, immovable where you must. So live like a river. Stones will fall in, storms will rise, but you keep flowing, feeding the earth, shaping your path, untouched at your core. Let the rude words come, let the cold stares linger. They can't dam your spirit unless you build the dam yourself. When they hurl disrespect at you, don't beg for kindness. Don't roar back in fury. Don't hold that poison in your chest. Stand your ground. Speak your boundaries, keep your silence, and above all, keep loving the self that carries you forward. The world's praise can vanish overnight, but the respect you hold for yourself will outlast every rumor, every insult, every betrayal, if you guard it like the treasure it is. And when doubt creeps in, when your heart trembles at the sting of disrespect, close your eyes and remind yourself, I am the keeper of my mind. No one can make me small unless I let them. Then watch those insults drift past you like dead leaves on a flowing river. They come, they swirl, they sink, and you, the river, remain. Stay strong enough to defend your dignity. Stay gentle enough not to poison your spirit with hate. Because the strongest soul is never the loudest fighter. It's the one who refuses to stain its heart with someone else's darkness. Marcus Aurelius showed us how. Be like a rock that the waves keep crashing into. It stands firm, and the raging sea falls quiet around it. This is what you must remember. The greatest respect you will ever hold is the one you keep for yourself. And you, no matter what they say, are worth every ounce of it.